receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
This is a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. At the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped.
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here. And
got a lot of running room. The 20. He's at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Defense has them pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air. It's Combs. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's
nothing but green ahead. The tag. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Trojans! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Feeling some heat. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's McNabb. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Trying to find his man on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking to throw it again. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Combs. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on third and short if you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive. But the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The quick out. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're trying to get to him. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me...
Looking for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Trying to get to it. Forced out of the pocket. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to throw it again. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Fires on the run. Wide open. He makes the catch. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looking to pass. It's Combs. Looking left. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is...
And he breaks into the open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Taking it the other way. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's McNabb. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it'll be down right there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll fire to his right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Back to pass, it's Combs. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Wants to throw on second down. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. On fourth down, going to the air. Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it to the back on the draw. Headed to the end zone. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. He's got his man. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Scanning the field, it's McNabb. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Gets open down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
First down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Combs. Going to try to get it himself. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Paul. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The offense set for a 1st down play. To the ground with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Texas A&M 24, USC 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Handoff to the single running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw. It's McNabb. Still looking. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on the defense.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Guzman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw, it's McNabb. Escapes the sack. Into the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, USC. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Off the play fake on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's throwing for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's McNabb. Coming after it. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
You're trailing in the fourth quarter. It's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Quickly complete. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide out in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Aggie. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So a drive there of 82 yards. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Dropping back, it's Combs. Getting some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive